What up, guys? Leon Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Had a Digimon? This is part 9. In the last part, Izuku and his teachers basically fought against the leader of the 7 Demon Lord Digimon, the Digimon of Pride, Lucemon, as he basically demolished them like it was nothing. Defeated Mitsugami and his partner Terrremon, who digivolved together into Imperatormon fighter mode, and also nearly destroyed Rapidmon. However, with almost all of the Digimon and with the help of All Might, Shoto, and Bakugo, giving Imperatormon the chance to deal a heavy blow to Lucemon, forcing them to retreat, mostly so he can see if they can get stronger, so he can find a better enjoyment killing them later. So, with that said, let's get into this. Soon arriving into a bar location, as a digital field soon surrounds the area, as then Shigaraki basically sits onto the bar stool and takes off his Digivice from his wrist and puts it onto the bar table. As soon Lucemon digivolves back into his rookie level form and basically sits alongside his partner, as he says, "Well, that went somewhat okay. Not what I expected, though." As Shigaraki doesn't say anything, with Lucemon saying, "Aw, Tomura, are you giving me the silent treatment after saying we should retreat?" Saying, "What else would I give you it, though?" As saying, "You said something, buddy." As soon saying, "Do you think this is a game? We could have had the chance to kill All Might. Kill that false symbol of peace. And yet you chose to run away just because you got scratched." Saying, "Well, I think it was best that we did. Who knows what else could have happened if we stayed longer. I can tell that the other pro heroes would showed up. Plus, to be honest, even if we did stay, there is at least a 50-50 chance that one of those kids' Digimon could have made it to Mega level and could have unlocked it sooner than later." Saying, "What makes you think that? The kid has a lot more potential than I expected. And plus, even with that fear, even with me almost killing his own Digimon, his Digimon still had the strength to fight back. It seemed like they had the strength because he kept on wanting to fight, even after that." And soon, Shigaraki saying, "So we need to kill him? One day we will." Soon, a voice appears through a monitor saying, "Tomura, as it seems, I don't see Kurogiri with you and Lucemon. Is there a reason for that?" As soon, Shigaraki gets surprised, saying, "I completely forgot about you, Master. Please forgive me." As for Kurogiri, he was captured by the heroes. It turns out, a brat at UA also has Digimon. Saying, "Oh, it seems you're not the only one. Well, I guess it makes sense since there are other Digimon tamers out there as well. But do not fret. I will find you another caretaker in no time. Just give me time to look around." Saying, "But what about Kurogiri?" "Oh, I guess it can't be helped. He's out of our reach. For now, at least. But until then, you'll need somebody to watch over you, help you plan your schemes, your mission to destroy Hero Society. After all, learn from your failures and grow from the experiences." That's all I can say for you, Tomura. As Lucemon saying, "As your master says, Tenko, let's continue getting stronger. Let's continue learning from these mistakes and grow from them. What'd you say, partner? Saying, of course. With soon both Lucemon and Shigaraki basically giving off sinister looks and grins to each other. Soon, a couple days have passed as Class 1A has been excused from their classes from UA due to their experience at the USJ, as Izuku is spending most of his time trying to help out Rapidmon heal, as like I said before in the last part, his healing is being slow, but right now he's almost at 100% heal, and soon it's now done. As then he digivolves him back to Terrremon before he brings him back out. As then Terrremon soon takes a deep breath and basically holds his hands to his chest, rubbing around, saying, "I do not want to do that again." Before Izuku grabbing his partner and best friend, saying, "You're okay, Terrremon, you're okay." As Izuku couldn't help but cry with Terremon's surprise, but also hugging his best friend as well. "Sorry if I worried you, Izu. I promise I won't do anything stupid like that again." As soon, Galmon and Doramon, alongside Ryutamon and Black Gatomon, basically look down, actually all of them happy. However, Doramon saying, "What the hell was that, Terrremon? Normally you wouldn't be this reckless or arrogant. Hell, if anything, I would have been the one to do something like that." As soon, Galmon saying, "I had to agree with Doramon, Terrremon. What the hell was that?" As Terrremon saying, "Well, just like Doramon said, normally he would be the one to actually do something like that. So I basically took the chance before he could to make sure that he didn't do something that stupid." As soon, Black Gatomon basically said, "So you decided to do something more stupid than he?" As saying, "Well, yes." After this, Izuku basically break away from Terrremon and basically hit him on the top of his head, as saying, "Hey, what was that for? For being stupid." But also thanking for Doramon and everyone else. To be honest, I'm just glad that you're okay, buddy. That's all I could ask for. As Terrremon saying, "Sorry again for worrying you guys." As they all began smiling, before Inko saying, "Izuku, you have a visitor." As Izuku saying, "A visitor? Who could that be?" As he soon exits out of his bedroom, alongside all his Digimon following him, as he looks at the entrance of his doorway and sees a green-haired girl, as Izuku saying, "Tokage, what are you doing here?" It's saying, "Well, school let out, and I came here and I figured Class 1A has the same work we do, so I basically gave you some schoolwork that you might have missed." As Izuku saying, "Oh, thanks. I appreciate it." As she soon looks and sees Ryutamon, is saying, "Oh my god, you have a new dragon? He's so cute, just like Doramon. They're so adorable." As Ryutamon saying, "Thank you for the compliment, my lady. Master, I didn't know you had such a beautiful friend." As soon, Doramon saying, "You're not getting embarrassed by her? What the actual hell, Ryutamon?" As Izuku saying, "Wow, they both have different reactions to Tokage." Well, Ryutamon is actually used to her. As he soon say, "Wait, cute?" As he does think that Setsuna is cute, but he didn't really say that out loud. saying, and he's such a flatterer. Huh, I guess it only makes sense. As soon Inko saying, I'm just glad that Izuku has made a friend that isn't just his Digimon partners after all. That's all I could ask for. As Setsuna saying, well, I'm just glad I met Midoriya, if anything. I didn't think I would meet such cute monsters. As Izuku saying, yeah, they can be cute from time to time. As he's saying, you should see them when they're digivolved. I wonder if she would still think they're cute. As soon, Setsuna saying, well, I'll see you later, Midoriya. Saying, yeah, I'll see you later too. As she soon leaves, with Inko saying, saying, no, she's just a friend. She's more interested in Doraemon and also seems Ryutamon as well. So, there's nothing to worry about there. As Inko saying, if you say so, honey. As then, he's saying, I think I can understand where you're coming from now, Doraemon. Saying, thank you, Izu. As soon, Black Gotsman saying, I don't know. I don't think she's just here. She was just here for just to give you some schoolwork or just to see Doraemon. I think she was actually worried for you, Izuku. Saying, you really think so, Black Gotsman? Saying, I think I know so. Call it female intuition. That's all. After saying this thing, well, maybe, but who knows? At any rate, let's see what work we have to do. Soon, Izuku looks over some of the work and actually got it done pretty quickly. Soon after, it's time to head back to UA as everyone arrives back at Class 1A. As for the faculty, many teachers are meeting together, mostly being Principal Nezu, All Might, and also Midnight, President Mike, and even alongside 13 as well. As Aizawa soon appears too, saying, sorry, I didn't think we would have a meeting so early in the morning. As President Mike saying, you really need to wake up early, Aizawa. You know that, right, man? Saying, whatever, Mike. Is soon saying, so what's this meeting for? Soon, two figures soon enter, as it being Mitsugami and also Detective Tsukuguchi. As soon All Might saying, Tsukuguchi, what are you doing here? It's about the League of Villains member that we captured. It seemed like he was one of the ringleaders. The one that was defeated by Midoriya and his supposed Digimon quirk won't talk. If anything, he's completely inactive. And coming from Mitsugami's reports, it seems like he also has multiple quirks, like his genes have been tampered with in some way. As surprising hearing this, as all of them wonder, with soon Mitsugami saying that's not all. The other one that we captured, the one that could talk, is the same way. Turns out we got DNA from him. It was hard, given that his entire body was made out of mist and smoke. However, due to all the data that we come by in his DNA, turns out he is Shirakumo Omuro. As soon Aizawa, President Mike, and Midnight's jaws just dropped in surprise. As All Might saying, Shirakumo Omuro. I haven't heard that name. As soon Principal Nezu saying, I know that name. Turns out he is. As soon Aizawa soon slams his fist on the desk saying, you're lying! There's no way that's Shirakumo! He died! All those years ago, I saw it! As soon Mitsugami saying, believe what you want, Aizawa, but the test results don't lie. It is Shirakumo. And I know you might be thinking that I'm just doing this to spite you or something like that. But no. we looked at the data and we looked at the DNA. Kurogiri is Shirakumo Omuro. I don't know how, and I don't know why. But turns out his genetic makeup has been completely altered in every other way. I think it's the reason why he doesn't even remember, or why he was working with the League of Villains. Other than that, who knows? We can't get any more information out of him. All he continues saying, as soon Tsukaguchi comes in saying, all he continues saying is, I am Kurogiri. My job is to take care of Tomura Shigaraki. We tried getting information about Tomura Shigaraki from him, but he won't fess anything. As soon, Midnight actually is surprised hearing this, as she's just saying, it's hard to believe that Shirakumo's alive. But, if anything, I think I'm glad. As even President Mike's saying, yeah, same here. As even he's normally cheerful and always positive, he can't be completely positive about this, but for some reason he can be happy knowing that he is alive. With soon Aizawa saying, even so, even if Shirakumo is alive, he's not him anymore. What I saw wasn't the person who I saw as my best friend during my time in UA. With Mitsugami saying, I understand. I just wanted to give you the information and news. I just feel like you, the three of you, especially the three of you, deserve to know more than anybody. That's all. It's the reason why I got out of the hospital early, just to tell you this. Because, well, he was my friend too, after all. Soon after saying this, he soon leaves the teacher's office. As soon, Principal Nezu soon brings up the sports festival after what happened at the USJ. Especially, even due to the villains retreating, basically its two ringleaders being Shigaraki and Lucemon, they still were able to capture all the other villains. And all that and plus, they're more worried about the sports festival, that it should be postponed after what happened. With even All Might saying it should, but part of him doesn't want it to, especially for Mirio's sake, given that he needs the sports festival to show what he can do, since he is going to become the next symbol of peace after all. Soon, Aizawa is saying, let it continue. Why don't we just amp up security? With soon, Midnight saying, you sure about this, Aizawa? Yeah. After all, those kids need this chance to show the world what they can do. I want to see what they're capable of after having an experience like this. Soon, everyone in Class 1A is in, as they all wonder who was going to be their teacher today, or at least their combat teacher, with soon Aizawa coming in through the door, with then saying, alright, every one of you quiet down. And looks like you all are. Good. You guys are learning. As Suyu soon began asking Mr. Aizawa, after what happened with the villains, what's going to happen next? As Aizawa saying, well, just as usual, it's just going to be the same old. You doing your schoolwork and then training to become heroes. However, next week you'll have some time off where you'll be training for the UA Sports Festival. After hearing this, everyone began getting psyched and hyped, especially with soon him activating his quirk as everyone quieted down. Soon, Jiro soon asked, but sir, is it okay for us to even have the sports festival? As soon, even Ryudomon comes out saying, I agree. After what happened at the USJ, do you find it actually a good idea to have the sports festival of all times? As soon, Izuku saying, Ryudomon is saying, I know you were hyped for the sports festival this year, Master, but at least try and see it from my point of view. As Izuku's saying, I know that you're worried, but at least try with Aizawa saying, Jiro, Midoriya, your questions are valued, but this year we're going to have ample extra security, more than we normally do in the past couple of years. But the sports festival is too important for any of you to miss. It's the only chance that you'll get to show off your skills and your abilities to prove that you can be scouted out by pros in the future, after all. So, that's how it is. Plus, it's the perfect time to train and improve your quirks, and even overcome your weaknesses. That's all I can say. So, you all know what to do. You just gotta go beyond, plus ultra. Soon, after hearing this, President Mike soon shows up saying, "Alright, Aizawa, time to leave. It's English time, baby." As then, Aizawa soon saying, Yeah, I get it, Mike. As President Mike saying, "Don't let it get you down, Aizawa. We'll get Shirakumo back." As his eyes open, saying, "Yamada," as he couldn't help but give off a little bit of a smirk saying, "Thank you. I think I needed that." As he soon walks off. Soon as time goes by, Izuku soon, alongside Ochako and Ida, began heading to the cafeteria. As soon they began having conversations on why they wanted to become heroes. As soon Ochako soon says that she wanted to become a hero for the money, with both Ida and Izuku alongside terrremon, Doraemon, Galmon actually are surprised hearing this, if anything, because out of them, they didn't expect this from Ochako. As she soon explains that she wanted to become a hero to support her parents financially and give them a happier life. Because of this, she wants to be trained to become a great hero and sign with a famous agency for their sake. As Izuku couldn't help but feel inspired hearing this, with then both Doraemon and Galmon giving off a nod, as soon both of them saying, "We're rooting for you, Uraka," as saying, "Aw, thanks guys," as she soon pets both their heads, with Doraemon getting a little bit embarrassed, and Galmon actually smiling, having his eyes closed and everything. With terrremon still on Izuku's shoulders. With soon, as the day goes by, everyone in Class 1A begins leaving, with terremon's ears perking up, as Izuku saying, "What's the matter, terremon?" Saying, "Just letting you guys know, there are tons of people outside of this classroom. Just letting you know." Soon, Aoyama, who was still in his seat nearing the door, opens it, as he's saying, "Oh, Midoriya's quirk is right. There is quite a bit of people here." As soon Ida saying, "Can I help you all?" With Bakio saying, "You idiot. We're here to scope out the competition after all. And it also doesn't help that we fought against actual villains after all, is that too." As he soon walks up to the door and saying, "Move it, extras." But soon, everyone basically face-palming, both physically and mentally, with Ida saying, "You can't just call people extras, Bakugo. That is rude." As soon, Doraemon and Izuku's Digivice saying, "Leave it to Bakugo to just be a rude asshole." As soon, Black Gatomon saying, "You're one to talk, Doraemon." As saying, "Will you want to say that again, Black Gatomon?" As Izuku saying, "Enough, guys. Stop arguing." Soon, a boy with bags under his eyes, who looks like he hasn't had much sleep, with purple spiky hair, comes out saying, "Wow, is everyone in Class 1A an asshole? Or are you just the exception?" as soon saying, "The name is Shinso. I'm from General Studies." Many people within General Studies wanted to become part of the hero course. However, didn't have it to cut, so we had to choose a different track after all. So, the sports festival also allows us to join as well. And you may be wondering why I'm saying this. It's called this a declaration of war. The sports festival also has eyes on, the teachers have eyes on us too. And possibly, we can actually be part of Class 1A or Class 1B in the hero course. But doing so, one of you would be being removed from the hero course. Just letting you all know, you can be taken out of this class and replaced just as easily as anyone else. After hearing this, Bakio gets a little bit annoyed with soon a boy with white silver hair and sharp teeth saying, "Hey, my name is Tetsu. I'm from Class 1B. I heard you guys actually fight against real villains, and one of our classmates said one of you isn't so bad. But here, seeing you, I think she was over-exaggerating now." As Izuku saying, "Wait, are you talking about Tokage?" Saying, "Huh? So you must be him, Izuku Midoriya, right?" Saying, "Yeah. Well, if you're in charge of this classroom, try and keep your classmates under check. That's all I'm gonna say. Also, Class 1B is gonna be declaring war on you guys too." As Izuku saying, "Oh, okay, thanks." As soon, Izuku saying, "Look, I understand some of you guys may have some resentment to Class 1A or even to anyone else in the hero course, but I promise you, we all trained hard to become heroes. We worked really hard. To show that hard work, we won't hold anything back during a sports festival. Right, guys?" As Izuku says this, Terrremon couldn't help but smile on his desk, seeing his partner, his best friend, actually grow so much. As soon time goes by, as Izuku began training his butt off with, Mitsugami, even while he's still recovering from his battle with Lucemon, is saying, "Are you sure this is a good idea, Mr. Mitsugami?" Saying, "You need to get stronger, and you need to improve, especially since you're going to need to switch out your Digimon for the sports festival." Saying, "Wait, what?" "You're going to be using your newest Digimon, being Ryudomon and Black Gatomon." "Wait, why them? I mean, I can use most likely Terrremon, Doromon, and also Galmon." As he tells him, "You need to improve, get them strong enough to reach their ultimate level forms too. Doing so, you'll have enough power to handle themselves. And plus, it gives those three some time to train alongside my Digimon too." Saying, "Oh, I guess that makes somewhat sense." As saying, "Of course. Plus, I think I finally know how to hack that phone of yours while I was recovering in the hospital for the past couple of days." Saying, "You did?" Soon, he puts on his glasses, and a hologram soon appears in front of him that he can only see. As then, he soon uses his fingers and sliding up and down sideways, and presses something. As then, Izuku's phone begins glowing, as saying, "Congrats, a new function of the Digital World Farm app has been unlocked. You have unlocked the Digital Armory." As Izuku looks over, saying, "Whoa, are you saying this is?" "Yup. Normally, I figured out this function would only work if you actually finally got one of your Digimon to a chance to mega level. But now I unlocked it earlier for you, so you'll be able to fight alongside your Digimon during the sports festival. You don't have to thank me." Saying, "But thank you. Mr. Mitsugami. I really appreciate it. Now, you and I are going to be training to work with those weapons. You'll have all the experience and all you need to learn using those weapons once you realize them, since they become actual data that goes to your brain and transfer through your body. All that's left is to actually warp your body and turn it into data as well. That's you're going to need to figure out on your own. I couldn't actually hack that function for you. As saying, okay, I think I get it. Well then, as he soon actually creates a digital sword, saying, "Come at me, Midoriya." As soon Izuku has his phone, as he soon brings out his digital sword as well, saying, "I'm ready." With the two began clashing, and that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to hear them and read them. Please like and subscribe, which really helps out the channel a lot. At any rate, also check out my Discord and my gaming channel, which will be in the links down below. So, with all that said, this is Mooky, signing out. Later.